Hey, Andy. Thank you for your time today. And maybe we can start with just maybe please introducing yourself. Tell us what you do, where you live, a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Julian. Thanks for having me. So I'm Andy, a corporate professional, and I live in Sydney.
Excellent. So, what was your experience in property investing before you engaged with Search Party Property?
Yeah, so I've been into property investing for close to a decade now, buying, selling, educating myself along the journey, made mistakes, had some good results, had some not so good results. But all my previous experiences, I guess, involved a lot of hard work that I have to put in for myself, from my end, doing market research, making hundreds of phone calls to the real estate agents and whatnot. So I guess there was a lot of work that was going into time and effort. Um, a lot of demand on my time and energy going into each of those purchases. Um, yeah, so that was, I guess, how it was before I partnered with such party.
Excellent. Thank you for that. So, why did you decide to invest in property? What were your goals personally or with the family in property investing?
It started off with I guess, a very simple idea to use property as a finance vehicle, where I could just simply park my savings into something which is a tangible asset. I'm a fan of tangible assets, something that I could feel, touch, and see. Over the last few years, though, it is starting to evolve into something so I like to call, I guess, options in life. Gives you more flexibility, if you like. So, and something which later down the track can grow into my primary finance vehicle to, I guess, through which we can afford our lifestyle without continually needing to churn our time and effort into, I guess, making ends meet.
Thank you. And knowing what you know now, what advice would you give people watching this video on who may be considering to starting their investing journey or maybe continuing their investing journey and maybe considering using Search Party Property to assist them?
Knowing what I know now, what advice would I give to people watching this video? Might be considering starting their journey, might be in the middle of journey and considering SPP. I guess the first thing is try to find your why as early as possible in the process. Why are you doing that? What do you want to invest in property? Just because everyone else is doing that shouldn't mean that that could be the pathway for you as well. Try to find out what are your short and long term goals are you investing in property because you're looking for a side income? Is it some sort of a passive income that you're wanting to create for yourself that'll give some time back into your life so you can do other things that you always wanted to do? Or longer term, you want to hold that asset for capital growth or turn it into your primary finance vehicle or asset? So understanding the why early in the process is very important. For some different people, it might take different amount of time. But it's important you get that right for yourself. Now, once you've worked out, I guess, with a reasonable clarity over your goals and you understand why you want to do that, invest yourself in educating, educate yourself. Especially do a good amount of research, especially when it comes to selecting or choosing the right buyer agency for you, because there's so many out there, right? So perhaps start with some sort of your own checklist of the characteristics that you want to see in that buyer agent or that buyer agency. Once you've zeroed in on a buyer agency and say search party, and I really wish you do because these guys are great at what they do. Uh, Try to be very clear in your requirements in terms of what type of property you're looking to buy, why that type of property is going to make sense for your investment portfolio, or as a first home buyer. Is it rental yield that you're after, or is it more sort of a capital growth that you're looking for? Proximity to work or CBD, or does it need to be closer to water? So there's so many factors. So try to come up with your sort of top 10 reasons why you want to buy that property. For the very simple reason, this will enable your buyer agent to spend less time in finding the right property. So if the requirement brief is clear from the upfront, it just makes the job of buyer agent so much easy. While if there's vagueness and you change your requirement or add new, I guess, features that you're looking for, it'll just continue to add up to that time, which you don't want.
Yeah, no, great answer. And I think with you, you were very clear. We were able to interpret that. A few little tweaks and little tweaks to the brief, and then obviously we were able to build that buying brief and get, most importantly, having that team on the ground in Perth to buy your property was really crucial.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess another thing I would like to call out is that you may not be very clear upfront. Sometimes what do you really want in the property? One of the things that would really benefit by engaging with the right buyer agent is that they'll help you. They'll help you along the process to get the brief out of you. Help you in sort of drawing out the requirements from you in terms of what should be right for a property as well. A lot of, like I said, a lot of buyer agents out there. Some you just tell them, and that's the word, that's the Bible for them, and they're just gonna go and follow that without I guess doing any sort of assessment. Is it really a right sort of property that you should be buying? So that's another factor that you would want to consider. Are you working with the right buyer agent who's giving you the right advice for your portfolio?
Yeah, no, great tips. Thank you, Andy. Finally, in one word, how would you best describe the search party property experience?
One word: sensational.
Wow, nice.
Above and beyond, to be honest, in terms of meeting my expectations. So, like I was saying, I've worked with other buyer agents in the past. And with most of them, what happens is the service ends after you have entered into the contract. So you sign the contract, deposit has been, contracts have been exchanged, deposit has been paid. That's pretty much the end of the service, and you're sort of on your own on the rest of the journey. What made it really pleasant for myself and my wife, I guess, the fact that search party team was with us all the way to the end. After contract exchange, person building, convincing matters, and Julian, as you know, there were quite a few tricky convincing matters that we had to deal with in the last purchase in Perth. So yeah, that guidance was priceless, to be honest. Yeah, all the way to the final closes. So they're always checking in with you. Always sort of advising you, guiding you. But at the end of the day, it's still your decision, right? So you don't feel that you're being forced into buying something which you don't want to buy. So it's the right advice that you get with the pros and cons, so you can make that informed decision. That's the most important thing, right? Yeah, so look, if you're looking for a complete end-to-end sort of service package, you got one with Search Party.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Andy. Thanks for your kind words. We loved working with you, and looking forward to buying your next property shortly.
100%. Thanks, Julian. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.